Hello, this is Pablo Arpihai for DigNittanyVolleyball TV News. With me tonight, for episode number 4 of our show is Erin, our resident women's volleyball expert. Welcome, Erin.
Thank you, Pablo. We have an exciting program this evening.
Excuse me, Erin. Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yes. Once again, we have our disclaimers. Should I give the disclaimers, Pablo?
Yes, Erin, please do.
Okay then. Dignitany Volleyball is not sponsored by, or affiliated in any way with, Penn State University, or any of its teams, or the person who dresses up in that suit and does push-ups, or the Bryce Jordan Center, or anything like that. Back to you, Pablo.
Aren't you forgetting something, Erin?
Oh, yes. Another disclaimer is that the opinions expressed on Dignitany Volleyball are those of fictional, animated characters. They mean you and me, Pablo. And not necessarily that of any human being. And any resemblance to any persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. There is one more thing, Pablo. It is not a disclaimer. I have a confession to make.
A confession to make? Erin, what is your confession? We usually only give disclaimers.
I know, but last time I said that I was knitting a sweater for Penn State head coach Russ Rose. That was not true. I am not knitting a sweater for Penn State head coach Russ Rose.
Oh, really? Why not?
I don't know how to knit. I thought I could learn from the Rosetta Stone DVD. But I was wrong. I learned how to say the word knit in several languages. But the Rosetta Stone DVD did not teach me how to knit. So I am buying Russ Rose a sweater on eBay. It is 50% off. And shipping is free. And it will be gift wrapped.
Well, Erin, I am sure Russ Rose will be very happy to get the sweater. So what is the news tonight, Erin?
Well, Pablo, we have very big news. The Penn State women's volleyball team defeated California on Saturday night in the finals of the NCAA tournament to win a 4th consecutive national championship. That is really quite remarkable, Pablo, because no other team has ever won more than 2 consecutive NCAA national championships.
That is remarkable, Erin. What did Coach Russ Rose have to say about the match?
Well, Pablo, head coach Russ Rose congratulated Cal for a terrific season and said Cal is a great team. Coach Rose said it had been an honor for Penn State to have played Cal the last few years, and certainly from Penn State's standpoint, it was a great match with a terrific crowd. And Coach Russ Rose said he was very pleased with how freshman outside hitter Deidre McClendon played and that senior opposite, Blair Brown, had big numbers and that freshman middle hitter, Katie Slade, did what the coaches asked her to do, which, Pablo, is to block some balls. And then he said some more things about being pleased, and that the kids feel great and that the NCAA championship is great for Penn State and the Big Ten Conference, and that he and the other coaches and the players are as thrilled as they can be.
Well, Erin, that is all very exciting. What were the keys to the Penn State victory?
Well, Pablo, one of the keys is that even though they have lost 4 first-team All-Americans over from the past 2 years, they have found 3 All-Americans this year, in Blair Brown and Ariel Wilson and Deidre McClendon. And I do want to say that I hope Penn State is more careful with these 3 All-Americans, because if you keep losing them, that can be good.
You were right, Erin. It can't be good to keep losing All-Americans, can it?
No, Pablo, it is not good. But even though Penn State was very careless with its All-Americans, and lost 4 of them, the 3 All-Americans seemed to have been enough, because Penn State won. But I think that didn't matter because of Russ Rose's sweater.
What about his sweater, Erin?
Well, Pablo, Russ Rose has worn the same sweater for each of the past 4 years at the NCAA finals. And each year, Penn State has won the match. So now, Russ Rose's sweater has won 4 consecutive NCAA women's volleyball championships. You know, Pablo, Russ Rose's blue sweater is the only sweater to ever win 4 NCAA women's volleyball championships. I am hoping someday the sweater I sent him will help him win a championship.
Well, yes, Erin, that would be very nice. You know, Erin? When you believe that kind of thing can happen, that is sometimes called magical thinking.
Magical thinking, Pablo.
Yes, magical thinking. That phrase is sometimes used to describe causal reasoning that looks for correlation between acts or utterances and certain events. Or, it is sometimes called quasi-magical thinking, when people act as if really believe that their actions, like you sending Russ Rose a sweater that will help him win a volleyball national championship, even though you do not really hold that belief.
Oh, Pablo, but I do believe the sweater will help Russ Rose win a volleyball national championship.
Oh. Well then. That is very magical. Will it help him find all the All-Americans he has lost?
No, Pablo, I don't think so. I think they are gone for good. But I think they are all doing fine. They just aren't helping Russ Rose win volleyball national championships anymore. Which is why I need to send him a sweater.
Well, Erin, that's very thoughtful of you. But you know, just like magic, we're out of time again. So we'll have to wait for our next show to find out more about Penn State women's volleyball. And sweaters. And what the 4 lost Penn State All-Americans are doing now. So for me, Pablo Arpihai, so long.
And for me, Erin Brackett, thanks for watching us on DigNittany Volleyball TV News. See you next time.